You met this one. She's Miriam. She's one of the co-founders of Keto Chow. I'm Chris, also one of the co-founders, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. The audio levels are fine.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings or whenever I'm chewing.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on our live streams.
Indeed. So we got quite a few people here.
Hello.
Lots of people talking back and forth. Storm Chasing Gal says, I found the single today of maple waffle.
Ooh.
So happy, thought I was out. Shauna is here. Becky says, are we early? So we start at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And I should have scheduled it properly. I think I did. So that it counts down in your time zone if you're on YouTube.
Right. And I was eating some keto brick,
Yep.
by the way.
Sean says, I love the maple waffle.
And
Made
stuck
it
in my
hot
teeth and I love it.
the other morning using butter and coffee. You know what I had this morning was eggnog. It was so good. I actually think it's been over a year since I've had eggnog as a shake. It was really good.
I think I've had eggnog as chaffles.
Oh yeah, we make eggnog into chaffles all the time.
Yeah, we probably used
But
to
as
go
a
bad with
shake?
that.
Yep. Let's see. Janice is here. Says Rachel has me hooked on bacon bits for my creamy.
Oh,
I make a
yum.
batch in my air fryer. Nice. Shauna says I make all my bacon in my air fryer.
Yum, yum.
Linda says, yeah, bacon in the air fryer. I'll have to try it. By the way, if you take bacon and you twist it, and you can just kind of loop it over itself, you can fit more bacon onto the
Cookie sheet.
whatever cooking thing you're doing, and then you have twisty bacon, and
so
it's
awesome.
amazing. And it's really easy to do. The first time we saw it, we were like, ugh. But it turned out to be really easy.
You're so awesome.
Janice cuts into little pieces and air fries it.
Yummy.
Linda's here. Becky says, has anyone made keto chow with cottage cheese? I believe so. Sean says, I try not to make anything with cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese.
Let's see. Randy is here. Welcome, Randy. Tracy's driving home from work and listening.
Hey, be
Nice.
safe driving. lady.
Exposing Darkness is here. My
Shh, quiet.
my phone just said, "Oh joy, mail has arrived." Becky says, "Didn't like the taste of it." Some gal showed how to make dill dip with cottage cheese. It was not edible for me. Wow. Join us here from Mesa, Arizona. Some Jason gal says, "I'm ready for my grass to die any day now."
Yeah, it's hot.
Swaswa is here. Let's see. Miriam says, hiya, Chris. Haha, and Miriam. Let's see. Radical Geek says, good evening, everyone. Love to see you all. Randy says, I got my Keto Chow order today. Trying the new core and got my fall flavors. Thank
Tell
you,
me what you
Emily,
think.
for packing my order.
It's totally different, the core is.
Speaking of orders, we talked about this yesterday on our live stream. We came in today and we were almost at a record number of orders. Not
Yes.
quite, almost though. And so
But because of the Monday holiday.
because of the Monday holiday and the release of the fall flavors. So the shipping
release it?
team wanted me to let you know that it may
They're
take an extra
still
day or so to
going.
get your stuff.
Yep. They
But
had all
they
hands
are-
on deck today, though. They had extra people
Yeah.
shipping.
Yep,
I
indeed.
didn't see anybody in the warehouse the whole day. I'm like, where is everyone? Oh, in the shipping department.
Mary Jane says, hello, my lovelies. Totally enjoyed the vacation
Mary.
videos.
Thank
Christy
you.
Davis is having pina colada right now.
Oh, yummy.
Barbara's here from Pennsylvania. I think that's what
Barbara.
that says. Victoria's here as well. So there's Dee Dee Hines and Loretta says hello. Tia says hi, everybody, from San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah.
Who were we talking about last night? That Kate was saying that in Spanish, it's like everybody is your tia. Your sister's mom is your tia, and
Okay.
and your grandmother is your tia, and the lady down the street is your tia.
Hey, you know what? Bring it on.
And then I got into a discussion with Desiree about, I couldn't remember the word for cousin, primo. And I was like,
I know, you said something
cuñada?
else, and I'm like, what?
That means sister-in-law.
No, you
Anyway,
said piñata.
I did not say piñata.
I said piñata.
Ewing Family Homesteads has got the daily minerals yesterday. Thank you. Kim is here. Says, nice coordination on clothes. This was at least unplanned by me. I just got up and put on a shirt that would work with a lav mic, even though we ended up not using one at the shoot that we did today.
This is what I was supposed to wear for the fall launch, and I got distracted by my yellow shirt.
You're like, ooh.
Yellow.
Radical Geek says, eggnog.
They're so cute.
What is it with you and holding up your leg?
Well, nobody else can see my pants.
Okay. Victoria says, I'm currently drinking a blueberry pie keto chow. Nice. Joe Keto says, love you guys. Always laughing when you start. Had lemon meringue with some Too Good lemon yogurt
that sounds
blended in
awesome.
today. We have a bunch of that in our fridge. Max has been working his way through it.
Max is eating
Penny's here from Everett, Washington. Marianne says, good evening.
Hi, Marianne.
Sorry from Chasing Gal says, I will put eggnog out around November. Just can't swing it while we're still 100 degrees.
Right. Right.
Lori's here from Vancouver Island. Just finished maple waffles for supper.
Oh,
Ooh,
that does sound
nice.
yummy.
We had
Have that tomorrow for
leftover
dinner.
pork ribs for dinner tonight.
They were really good. And
They
that
were
my
freaking
dessert was my little
fantastic.
keto bricks. I had 3 little pigs. There were 15 grams
Yeah.
of the milk and cookies, in case you wanted.
Did anybody eat the egg pudding? or is
No,
it-
it's still.
Oh, okay.
They're
Mary
putting it
made
away.
some egg pudding.
I know,
It was
and
good.
it was yummy, and it was the strawberry cream corn.
We're actually going to get to that. It's on the list of stuff to talk about today. Well, Lynette is here, and Barbara says, I placed an order for all the new fall flavors. Can't wait to try them all. They're like Pokemon. Radical Geeks loves the core vanilla cream.
Nice.
Donna's here. And the other Donna, Dee, says, hello, everyone. I had pecan sticky bun ice cream for dinner.
That's what I want.
You like that, don't you?
I want some more. I want more food.
Shauna says, you can also fold thin bacon to make bacon pockets.
Oh, yeah.
And Marie had ribeye for
I'll
dinner.
put
I actually
bacon
had a
pockets
ribeye for
into my
lunch,
pocket.
and it was a smaller ribeye.
Yeah, mine was bigger than yours.
And
the New York strip. It was.
I wasn't satisfied with it. And I actually went and got some Kipper snacks out of my drawer. And then Miriam
I want more food.
wanted more food too, and she had a... Well, I was looking at YouTube because I was scheduling this live stream.
Yes.
And last week's first topic of discussion was the salmon that's right there by your foot.
Oh,
And
it's still
I said,
here.
salmon. And you're like, oh, I can eat that.
I have some in my drawer at work, so I had 2 cans of salmon and 2 tablespoons of cream cheese.
Yep.
It was amazing.
And one question that actually didn't make the cut for tonight, but let's bring it up anyway. Someone was asking, they said, hey, they put their information into the calculator on the Keto Chow website.
Okay.
It was recommending like 100 grams of protein. And they said, but if I do 3 Keto Chows, it's like 79
Yeah,
grams.
it's not enough.
Like, what's the difference? What's missing? What do you need to do? You want to answer
So
that?
I recommend having a can of salmon.
Yeah. Now, we don't recommend that you do 3 Keto Chows a day. You can.
Yep.
It's designed so that you can. But one of the things you're going to end up lacking is going to be the amount of protein for your individual needs.
So you want more protein.
Yeah, and salmon's a great way to get it.
Yep. Or tuna fish. Or some kind of meat.
Brenda says, I had the strawberry cream core for lunch today.
Yay, you like it?
Mimi says, hello everyone, I got my order in today and we'll try beef protein strawberry cream soon. I have so much Keto Chow that I need to use them up by doing 2 shakes in 1 meal. Susan says, great fall killer, guys. Goes with the packaging. Yes, it does. Exposing Darkness says, Harry from I'm Loving on Keto folds the bacon in half and it works. There you go. Donnie says, I haven't caught it live in a while. Well, welcome. And Gina just finished a chocolate toffee and Irish cream shake for dinner.
Yes.
Yummy. Okay, so that actually brings us to one of the questions.
Okay.
It should be on here. How do you mix flavors?
How do you mix flavors? So what I do is just half of one and half of another together.
Like half of a measure, half of a measure.
Yep. Or you can do 2 of one and then 1 of another.
My preferred
on
way
what
is
you are
to
making.
mix 2 at the same time and split it in half.
Yeah, you could easily do that.
And that's what the consensus on the Facebook support group was. And that comes because if you go on here and you go on our website and you go to kitchen and you go to flavor hacks,
Yeah, it's really fun to do different stuff.
there's a bunch of different ones you can do,
My favorite is chocolate toffee and chocolate peanut butter together.
which creates buttery fingers. It's actually, I think, down here at the very, very,
I should
very,
have that right now.
very bottom. Buttery fingers. Chocolate toffee, chocolate peanut butter. Mix them together. What do you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Yum, yum. You get my jacket.
Let's see. Donna D says I hit the like button. Yes. Some Chasing Gal says y'all combined my extra bag and surprise box. Nice.
Yay.
And Shauna says, please tell the great Keto Chow shipping team. They're amazing.
We will. We will tell them they are doing
Randy
an
also
awesome
says,
job.
thank you, warehouse crew, for the great job you're doing. Donna says, I bought a big bag of blueberry because it's going away, and then you made it non-seasonal. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, but you got in while the getting was good.
That's right.
You'll never regret getting a big bag of blueberry. No regrets.
No regrets.
Exposing Darkness says, I placed an order when you announced fall flavors, and already got it today. Nice.
Yes.
And he says, I'm looking forward to birthday cake creamy for dinner. Donna says, now I have to get eggnog and try it. I've been waiting for that. And pumpkin spice, yum.
Oh, yeah. We need to make pumpkin sausage soup this week.
Yes, we do. Well, we need to go through our pantry and look for the ingredients so that we
true.
don't
We don't accidentally
'cause
buy more. 'Cause
every
we'll never
time-
make that again.
every time I go to get the pumpkin sausage, the stuff for pumpkin sausage soup,
You already
I'm
have it.
there in the whatchamacallit, the store, and so you go on here to the kitchen, you go to recipes, and under search and filter, it's not really obvious how to search. That's how you do it. Pumpkin sausage.
That sounds good. I could have a little bit of that for dessert.
There it is, the creamy pumpkin sausage soup.
So good.
And so I will pull up the recipe, and this is to make 12 servings, which
Yeah, and
we do
quadruple it.
4 or 5
We
X
fill
of
up
it.
as many crock pots as we can.
Yeah, and so I'm going through the list of stuff and blah blah blah. There in the supermarket, and I always tend to double up on stuff that we already have.
Yeah, and so then we have a bunch of cans of pumpkin, but it's the only thing we use pumpkin for,
It's true.
and we would just use it eventually. So it's
Well, we
fine.
do the stuff and then I bring home the stuff that I bought, and then I use the old can of pumpkin that's
Yeah,
already
and then
in the
just
thing.
put it in the new section. We actually just need to reorganize the whole pantry. It's kind of a mess.
By the way, for any of you who don't know, in most stores you find the pumpkin stuff next to the marshmallows and
Oh, and the cooking
pie
section?
crust. Yes,
Yeah.
it's right
It's a
there
pie
every time.
filler. That makes sense.
Reese says I'm planning on some maple nut ice cream now that I have more maple waffle.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
Storm Chasing Gal likes your pants.
Thank you.
Serena says, thank you, Kristen Miriam, for awesome keto chow. It was a lifesaver as I recovered from 16-hour transplant reconstruction surgery.
gosh.
Duh.
Oh,
Wow. Hubby brought me my shakes as I recovered in the ICU. Surgeon also
oh.
approved.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay?
Rob
You're doing okay.
is here, says
You're
getting
here.
my pumpkin keto chow tomorrow.
Yes.
Nina says, I got my strawberry cream core today. Shauna says, Olive Nation has a great rum flavoring that's delicious in the eggnog.
Oh yeah, I bet it would be.
Cynthia is here. Good evening.
Cynthia.
Becky says, any chance
giving
you will
you a
make
hug.
a carrot cake flavor keto chow? The problem with the carrot cake flavor keto chow is I don't really like carrot cake.
Just take some
And
walnuts
so
and some carrots. And some.
Miriam would have to really force it.
I like carrot cake. Okay. I bet you could find a flavoring for that though. Don't you think?
So I'm not going to say no, but I'm going to
He's not gonna
say,
say yes.
well, I wouldn't say yes anyway, but
I like carrot cake.
it's in my head now, so eventually I might get to
The
it.
best
But
part of the carrot cake is the frosting with the tiny carrot on the top.
you're not wrong on that, except the
So cute.
walnuts. Why the walnuts?
I do like the
what
walnuts.
a waste of calories. I could have macadamia nuts. I could have
Walnuts are my favorite.
almonds. I could have peanuts. I could have Brazil nuts. I could even have cashews, which are way higher in carbs than I like, instead of walnuts. Why would I eat walnuts?
I like walnuts.
I could even eat bacon instead of walnuts.
You
So
know
much
what,
better.
You could have bacon and walnuts.
Okay, Exposing Darkness says, does the new core make good blender ice cream? I haven't ever
I
made
haven't
it
tried it.
into with
I
a
don't
blender.
know. I don't know.
But it works really well in the Ninja Creamy. It works as well as regular keto chow. So I would have to say it probably works as well for that sort of thing. Now, here's a question that we wanted to address tonight.
Okay.
Can I bake with Keto Chow CORE the same way as regular Keto Chow?
Oh, you know
It's a
what?
different protein.
You can, but it's going to turn out flatter.
It will, yeah.
Because the milk has some heft to it, the milk protein.
Yeah.
So you'll have to experiment with it. But you know what? You can add gelatin. You can add like some different gums, guar gum, xanthan gum, like some different gums, and that might give it a little bit more heft. Also, egg white powder might help.
Yeah, because the milk protein it works really well in recipes.
Yeah.
So,
It's like the flour that you left behind.
Yeah, and then you've got the beef protein, powdered beef protein, which is what's in the core, and it doesn't work quite the same.
But if you're okay with flat cookies, I mean, it's probably tasty.
Yeah. Now, interestingly enough, the savory flavors of Keto Chow, the taco soup mix, the creamy tomato basil, and the beef soup base, those are actually, that's core
The beef, yeah.
without sweetener, with other flavorings, or not, in the case of the beef. And so any recipes that call for those,
which are all going to be savory.
you could totally use. The chaffle recipe, I know will work.
Oh, the chaffle will work.
Because
Why have we not done that yet?
I don't know. Well, because we've got eggnog to make chaffles with.
Right. And you know what? Our daughter in Canada, she said she liked them because I sent her some.
Okay. Lewis says, hey guys, I love the new products. Question, I'm using the Keto Chow mixture that I mix with whole milk. Is there a way to get rid of the fishy flavor? So I've never experienced a fishy flavor. So I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Which Keto Chow are you using?
Now, I would caution against using whole milk for the simple reason that...
It just has some sugar in it. If you use heavy cream, it'll be better.
Or just a
But if you're
little bit of
not
heavy cream.
ketogenic, then
Oh, I want half and
probably
half
okay.
Keto Chow. Oh my gosh, me speak good.
you type good?
Yeah.
Typey.
Okay, so on our will whipping cream or half and half work?
Yep.
The problem with whole milk is, so with heavy whipping cream, you're talking 3.34 grams of carbohydrates, of sugar, per 400 calories of stuff. With whole milk, it's 31 grams of carbs. There's considerably more sugar. And so that's why we typically, even for someone who's on a not ketogenic diet, we usually don't recommend that you use whole milk just because it has so much sugar. A better thing to do would be to just use a little bit of heavy cream.
Yeah, put half water, half heavy cream.
That's actually a much better way to do it. In fact,
that's how we make milk.
Yeah.
If we want to have milk for like cereal or something, like a keto cereal, we'll do half heavy cream, half water.
Yep.
Just like your own skin milk.
Yep. Or some heavy cream and some Sprite Zero. Ooh.
Oh, that sounds good.
So there you go, Lewis. I don't know about the fishy flavor, but yeah, that's the question about whole milk. Debbie says I made the cheesecake with cottage cheese, vanilla cream and egg. Delicious. I highly recommend.
Yeah, that was one of our Instagram posts.
Oh, nice. Meg says I need to try the other core flavors. I like both of the chocolate.
Oh, good. I'm glad. How
Becky says, yeah, I saw the TikTok post. Natalie says I had a buttery finger topped with keto brick chocolate peanut butter for supper. Kind of like a magic shell. Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and Core, we have, the links are, by the way, down below in the description of this video. We have giveaways going on, all three. And it's going until this Friday, September 8th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So the details on how to enter are in those individual posts. But yeah, so in the description of this video that you're watching right here, go on there, enter the giveaway.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Get some core.
Yeah, Karen says I got my order today. Did you say use a mixer on the new core vanilla and strawberry?
Yes.
Yes, because if you try to mix it up with just a shaker bottle and cold water,
it doesn't work as good.
It'll never finish mixing. You'll actually have to pour it into a mug, heat it up in the microwave, pour it back into the blender bottle, and then shake it up again with warm water. And then it will actually mix and you can chill it at that point. But at that point, you might as well just use a mixer of some kind. either an actual blender or an immersion blender. I don't know that a milk frother would do sufficient
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
I've never had very much success with the frother.
Supposing Darton says, don't leave out the green chili.
Yeah.
Gina says, I experiment with flavors all the time by mixing the last of the big bags together until I get a scoop. One of our employees, he calls it the suicide. Says everything together. Let's see. Mike says, hi folks, what did I miss? We announced all the things, Mike, but unfortunately we can't go back and tell you what they are.
It's over.
Nobody tell Mike that we didn't announce anything, okay? Sean says first in, first out. Yep. Karen says pantries never get messy. Oh,
and you know what? Ours isn't even a real pantry. It's just a cupboard.
Tonight, we had a giant bag of pork rinds.
Speaking of pantry.
And I was pulling them out to put on the table
because like
tonight it was leftovers. We were having leftover night. And so I went to pull it out, and the bag that was not opened properly tore open and just dumped pork rinds on the floor of the kitchen.
So did we eat the ones off the floor?
No, I threw those away.
Oh, thank you. I knew they tasted really good.
But did you notice how all those ones are very small? Those would be perfect for Muddy Buddies.
We should make Muddy Buddies after this.
By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about.
Those little tiny keto bricks.
Probably.
Little tiny baby ones.
So if you go here on recipes,
I think so.
Search and filter.
Muddy Buddies.
Oh my gosh.
Should we have one of the kids bring me one of my pigs? Okay, yes. Who's downstairs?
There you go. Chocolate peanut butter, Keto Chow, Muddy Buddies. And you don't even have to use chocolate peanut butter. That's just the one that's in the original recipe. But it's melted butter, peanut butter, any flavor of Keto Chow. I really like it with the chocolate toffee. Some powdered erythritol, and it does not call for peanut flour. Interesting. I didn't notice that.
Because it calls for peanut butter.
Yeah. And so you mix them together, and it actually works really well in the giant, like tub thing of
like
pork rinds. Like you eat it down halfway, and you double the recipe or triple the recipe, and just go nuts with it.
We've done it with chocolate toffee. We've done it with salted caramel. You know what would be good? The pecan sticky bun.
Yes, it would.
That would be good.
When we've taken that to family events, it has consistently been eaten all the way gone.
Yeah. And everybody who says, I don't like pork rinds, you know, you could do the birthday cake with some of those sugar-free sprinkles.
That'd be interesting. Suzanne says, I love the Keto Chow. They're all fantastic.
Thank you.
Gigi says, you don't like coffee either. No, I don't like coffee. I think coffee smells like burnt popcorn.
That's okay. We can all
Although I
think
things. The caramel macchiato smells like caramel popcorn. So Shauna says, snickerdoodle with cream cheese and some shredded carrots might work.
Right.
There you go. Cindy says, I knew he was going to say that about carrot cake.
Yeah, I didn't like carrot
Christy says, do we have a Keto Chow carrot cake recipe? I don't know that we do.
Max is coming to bring me a pig. I'm so excited.
Home again, jiggity jig.
So happy.
Max doesn't even have a hand.
Do you want to put your face in here and say hello? Got to go down. You're too tall. Now you're too short.
Oh, no.
Hello.
He's got his earbuds in.
Look what he brought me. Isn't this the cutest pig
a little
ever?
pig.
It's so cute.
Marie says, walnuts have to be toasted for me to eat them. Otherwise, they make my mouth and tongue sore.
Oops, I dropped my mic. Make it focus, honey.
There it is.
Oh, see how cute? It's a milk and cookie
So cute. Rickwin says, the core makes a fantastic
Now you can
blender
see my
ice cream.
pants. Aren't they
I don't. Miriam showing off her butt on live TV.
Don't tell anybody that.
Anyway, Rickwin says the core makes a fantastic blender ice cream. I don't have a creamy, so I make my ice cream in my blender. What's the best ice cream maker?
The one you have.
What's the second best ice cream maker?
The one I have.
A creamy, and after that, yeah. So, and if you don't have a ice cream maker at all, yeah, just put it in a, whatchamacallit, a blender bottle, stick it in the freezer, and move it every couple minutes. Well, let's see. Brenda says, I wonder if snickerdoodle and vanilla cream would be like carrot cake. Maybe. That's actually... Becky says, I make Keto Chow ice cream with a blender. It turns out great. I have to eat it fast before it melts.
I put all my macros in. I put that pig in.
And Lynette points out that we do have a couple carrot cake recipes on our site.
Yeah, thanks, Lynette.
Becky loves heavy whipping cream. Nice. Natalie says, I just had birthday cake ice cream. I have 10 left. I'm going to be sad when they're gone. I got 2 bags of the chocolate core unsweetened. That's really interesting. Donna says, I'm having shoulder replacement surgery Friday.
Wow.
And the keto chows will make life easier. Wow.
Do let us know how you're doing. You'll be in our thoughts and prayers.
Radical Geek says, I like the cores as Frosties. Jujubee likes giveaways. Nancy says, good evening to both of you. I got my new fall flavors today. So excited to try them. Thank you.
How are you doing, Nancy?
Supposing Darkness says, I don't do TikTok. Neither do I. We were actually having this conversation at work. And I was saying that I think TikTok is dumb because I only use TikTok as Keto Chow. I don't have my own personal TikTok
I have an account. That's empty.
And one of our younger employees said, well, that's the problem, is all you have to do is go on TikTok, find stuff that you like, tell TikTok that you like it, and it will start surfacing stuff that you like.
Instead of stuff you don't like.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't have time for that.
It's Scott's birthday today, and we didn't sing to him yesterday. He wanted us to.
Scott's?
Keto.
Birthday today? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Well, no, we're going to wait until you're done eating. Tia says, I like your new packaging. Becky says, is it true that core is not as thick as regular keto chow? Yes. And it's the difference between the milk protein isolate, which thickens up, and the beef protein isolate, which is a bit thinner. We have a blog post, what's the difference between, or what is Keto Chow Core, what's the difference? It goes into some more in depth about, yes, it will mix up thinner. You can add a little bit of gelatin if you want. Talks about the different mixing methods. If you get the unsweetened, you can add sweeteners to it.
Yep.
So the what is Keto Chow Core, which is actually linked on the Keto Chow Core page, has a lot of stuff about that. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scott. Happy birthday to you.
Hopefully he's still here.
Right?
Because he's at a wedding reception.
Infinitely Blessed says hello, everyone. Let's see. Storm Chasing Gal says, do y'all have snow? Oddly enough, at Snowbird Ski Resort.
Oh, yeah. In the mountains.
Which is in the mountains, in the valley, about 15 miles from us up the mountainside. They did actually get snow Sunday night, Monday morning. So.
Yeah, there's a news article about it.
Jujubee says you don't drink, but if you did, never accept a Jersey turnpike at a bar. It's a bar rag wiped down the bar and squeezed into a shot glass.
Ew.
Yes, it's a real thing.
Ew.
I mean, I guess it's sterile because of all the alcohol, but I'm
see
good.
How it could be sterile.
Jersey Turnpike. Wow. Shauna says, I have a tub of pork rinds. I need to try that. Randy says, it was great attending live stream. My meds are kicking, so I'm headed to bed. Have a great rest of your evening.
Good night. Rest.
Well, Tracy made it home safe.
Yay, Tracy, when am I going to see you again? I miss your face.
Storm Chasing Gal says, I got started on all the fall skinny syrups. Nice. GGB says, so was there an announcement I missed? No. We haven't made any announcements.
Being weird.
I'm having fun with Mike. Marie says, the only time I haven't liked the smell of coffee is when I was pregnant the first time and badly roasted coffee that was burnt.
I've never liked the smell of coffee, except now I have a lot more friends that drink coffee than I ever did before, so I'm starting to like it, okay? The smell.
When I was a kid, so no one around me drank coffee growing up. But I had a lot of friends who did not drink coffee that really liked the smell of coffee. And almost invariably, when you ask them, it's because they had a grandparent or something else. They have an associated memory that's why they like the smell of coffee.
Yeah. And I told you guys a story about the wood-paneled leather room that smelled like cigar smoke.
And you didn't like it, and then you're like, but
yeah, this smells so gross, but I like it. Why do I like it? Oh, because it smelled like my grandpa.
It smelled like your grandpa. Nicole says, my son had almost a whole bag of pork rinds to himself today, and he's 2.5 years old.
Oh my gosh. That's
Whoa,
so
give that boy a drink.
Yeah, for sure.
Cynthia says, me too. Bring back ice cream flavors. Laura says, Amazon sells an ice cream maker ball. Fill it and roll it around. And ta-da, ice cream.
How fun. It's an activity and a treat.
Nancy says, I'm doing better. Thank you. I get my stitches out Thursday.
Oh, yay.
Debbie wants to know what your pig was made out of.
It's a keto brick that is the milk and cookies flavor.
So you stick it into
I stick it into
glass
a glass
measuring
pitcher,
cup.
put it in the microwave for 1 minute, stir it up, and then pour it into a mold.
Yep.
And it's 15 grams. And since I'm tracking,
Because keto bricks by themselves are,
they're 1,000.
they're like this big. And this is an
That's
old,
an old one.
keto brick. Buttered maple pecan.
Oh, I wish I would have eaten that.
I doubt that it's still good. Violet Butterfly says, new to Keto Chow. My family and I are enjoying it.
Oh,
The question is,
yay.
will you be having single serving packets of blueberry pie?
Oh, we do
Yes.
have them.
They're on order. They will be coming back.
Sometime soon. Sorry, they just ran out.
Rhiannon had a shoulder surgery 7
my
years ago.
goodness.
Never regretted it, but does take a minute to recover.
Okay. Thank you for
Natalie says, I've got 2
sharing.
bags of unsweetened chocolate core because I'm allergic to stevia. So thank you for providing unsweetened.
Yeah, let us know how you mix it. It'd be really nice to get that feedback.
That's an interesting question that actually came up last week and sent me down a bit of a rabbit hole. So, for those of you who don't know, and I actually have a blog post written up with all this research. For those of you who don't know, stevia, which comes from South America, is related to ragweed.
Right.
And if you have seasonal allergies, aka hay fever,
Yes.
and one of the things you're sensitive to is stevia, you could be ragweed. One of the things you could be sensitive to is stevia, and that's why some people, at least, don't like stevia.
Yeah.
Well, that got me. I just Googled stevia, ragweed sensitivity, allergies. Turns out there was actually a study done on stevia because most stevia these days isn't. You take the stevia leaves and you extract the steviol glycosides, whatever. And there's one called Reb A. And Reb A is the sweetener that's most people associate with stevia.
Right.
It's just a straight extract. And you can have issues with that if you're allergic to ragweed. But most of the time anymore, they're not using straight up Reb A.
Oh, yeah, it's a combo usually.
Well, what they do
Okay.
is they take an enzyme, and for those of you who don't know, an enzyme is an organic catalyst.
Okay.
It allows chemical reactions to take place. And you take this enzyme and you put Reb A into it, and it changes. It actually takes glucose off of a starch that's just sitting there and shoves it onto there, and it turns it into Reb D and Reb M. And the difference between D and M is how many glucoses get stuck on there. Not a big deal. What we're getting at is
Nerd.
the Reb D
Right in my face.
and the Reb M are way sweeter and cleaner tasting and not as bitter compared to the stevia of the past.
Right.
And
Yeah, so that's probably why not as many people have a problem with it as they would with their seasonal
Yeah, and
allergies.
if you've tasted stevia in the past and you're like, nah,
Yeah.
give stevia a try, particularly the stuff we're using in the core, because that is
'Cause it's
pure
different.
Reb D and Reb M. And in this study that was done, I think it was 2022, they actually had a bunch of people who were allergic to ragweed and gave them glycosated steviol, whatever it is,
Whatever it's called.
where they've put it through this enzymatic reaction to get
Okay.
the same stuff that we're using.
Right.
And they did not have an issue.
There you
So
go.
the conclusion was people who have seasonal allergies probably don't have a problem with stevia that's been put through this enzymatic thing to make it more clean, less bitter, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
So there you go. Like I said, I got the blog all done. It just wasn't published today.
Okay. So
They're
maybe tomorrow.
adding pictures and stuff to make it fancy.
Stevia.
But for people who are Allergic to stevia, like have to use an EpiPen, that's something completely
Yeah, you
different.
definitely want to not have them.
Yeah.
Speaking of EpiPens,
Okay.
an email from my 300 emails I went through today
Okay.
was Sam's medical paperwork that we have to fill out for school.
Oh, okay. Because he's getting
'Cause he's having
allergy treatments. That he's allergic to like everything but rabbits.
And chickens.
Well, chickens aren't mammals.
I know, but that was one thing they tested for, rabbits and chickens.
We saw the Ninja Turtles movie,
Yeah.
and there's this recurring joke about being milked,
Yeah, it's funny.
and then they end up like, no, actually, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but there's
don't.
continuing jokes about them taking their blood, and it's really funny.
It's really funny.
Anyway, but yeah, so Natalie's glad that we have the unsweetened. And that's one of the nice things about the unsweetened is you can sweeten it however you want or not. Victoria wants to know, birthday cake is wonderful. Did it sell enough to consider bringing it back? We don't have any announcements about birthday cake at this time.
But I'm glad you're here, Victoria. I miss you.
Oh, and Playa River Keto says, I was still here. Thanks for letting me hear your awesome voices.
Happy wedding reception.
Mary Jane says, we're just broken records for heat this back weekend, just in time for the weekend.
I know, gosh.
Let's see. Karen says, I'd love to harmonize with you too.
Let's do it.
Meg says, the unsweetened makes a better tasting ice cream. Having to add allulose to the sweetened makes it a bit too sweet. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. You could add less, maybe. And that would hopefully help.
So Cynthia wants to know, how do you pick up or come up with new flavors? A lot of it is
We just feel like it.
we just go through a list of flavors that they have that are just available, or people suggest ones, and we're like, okay, we can try that. The strawberry core, actually, let me see if I can pull this up really quick.
Blah, blah.
Oh my gosh.
There have been a couple of times we put out surveys, and then we picked a few flavors from the surveys to test, and then we have made some of those. It's funny because if you try like a carrot cake, for instance, we can get a couple different carrot cake flavors. We can get a carrot cake, made a certain way, and then bring it back to us, but that doesn't mean we're going to like it. So it does take a long time to kind of weed through some of the different flavors that we get. And then we also are really picky about, if it has added sweetener or anything, it has to be dried on a certain thing. We're super picky about that.
The flavorings have to be done on it, yeah.
So every once in a while we'll order a flavor and then they'll send us a different batch and we're like, that's not what we want. So then we have to wait again for it to come. It takes a couple months.
So this is on the Keto Chow subreddit.
Okay.
I went through and figured out the actual life cycle of strawberry cream core Keto Chow.
Yeah.
Like all the dates. So I requested the flavor in December 2020.
Oh yeah.
Tested it for a while. 2021 in May, I finally got around to requesting all the specifications and labeling stuff. We were going to release strawberry cream back in 2022.
Right.
They got pushed aside for things like blueberry pie. You're welcome. And then I started the regular milk protein plus sucralose formulation. And then we saw how good the chocolate core did.
Yeah, and then
So
you got super excited.
back in February,
Yeah.
we decided to go for strawberry cream.
And our team was freaking out because he's like, I want this right now. And they're like, what the heck? We have all this other stuff we're doing.
Yep. So in April, we placed the purchase order. Lots of waiting. We made the new packaging. It was printed. We got it in the building actually on the 8th of August.
Yes.
But we had to get it, because it was a new release.
Yes.
We had to get it photographed. We
Also,
had
we have to test it.
We have to
always
test it to
test
make
it.
sure it's actually done right. Get marketing all straightened out, designs ready, emails prepared, send samples to different people for them to make videos along with a note about when we're releasing it, and there you go. 8:30, it was released. So that's it. It takes us a long time.
And that was weird because 2020 was in there.
Yeah, 2020 was.
And that was, and the thing it was, we had dreams for it, but we didn't know how the chocolate core was going to go, if it was going to be accepted. We thought, if it's going to be accepted, this one's going to go better than anything else, because chocolate always wins.
Kathy says, hello from hot San Antonio. We will be in San Antonio in April.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we're going to go there, and then we're going to go to the eclipse.
And we're going to do a meetup, so you should come to that. Well, we need to figure that out.
Yeah, we do. Peter says, the fall flavors that I ordered came today. Always appreciate the quick shipping.
Yay.
Mike says, it's not possible to have fun with me. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Gina wants to know, is your little piggy made from keto brick?
Yes. Yep. It was a milk and cookies.
Catherine says, please bring back birthday cake.
I know, that'd be yummy, huh?
Joe says, you can get an email notification when the single packs of blueberry pie are back in stock.
Do you want to show how you can sign up for that? Can you go over to the page?
Yeah.
So if you want to put your email on for a specific flavor, that's what he's talking about. And you can just go to the flavor, the specific flavor. And then there should be a section. Oh, look how cute that looks. Oh, it's the first time I saw it.
I'm not going to look at it.
Yeah, it's cute.
So you wait for it for a second.
Wait for it.
The page loads.
Page load.
You go here to single meal.
Boop. And then you click on
notify me when available.
And you put your email in there. And then as soon as we put it into the system, it'll automatically send you an email that says, hey, you want a blueberry pie singles? They're available. So if we make a mistake sometimes,
and if you don't see this, it's because you have an ad blocker that is preventing it from loading.
Oh, right. Right.
Yep. GGB says, yep, it's ragweed. I could have told you that. Nerd. The gardener knows.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, Reb A and Reb B, one is leaves and one is in stem. Yeah, and we're actually talking about Reb M and Reb D, which Reb D occurs naturally at 0.01%.
Okay.
But you're able to take that Reb A and turn it in to Reb D. And it just tastes way better.
It's magical.
Richard
because
here.
Really, even like 5 years ago, the stevia wasn't as good.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Now. Yeah.
Richard says, I just finished my Elite Starter Kit mixed with heavy cream and unsweetened almond milk. Should I have added MCT oil as well? I would say no,
if you want
unless
to.
you really wanted to. Also, I wasn't sure about how much of the drops. Yeah, so the drops you just add it to your water when you are drinking. And it's just to prevent keto flu. But MCT oil, you can. We actually generally don't recommend using MCT oil unless you have a medical reason for needing high ketones.
Yep.
Anyway.
Or your brain is a little foggy. MCT will help with that.
And Peter says I made some Keto Chow cookies and cream ice cream, but with the addition of black cocoa powder to amp up the cookie flavor.
Yes.
Yes, that is the main ingredient in an Oreo. Yeah, it's funny. Black cocoa powder is not the same as cocoa powder.
Yes, we have some recipes that call for black cocoa powder. The Thin Mint cookies do. What are they called? Thin Mints.
Yeah, but there's a mint.
So good.
Mint wafers
That's
recipe on our website.
Keto Chow cookie.
Marianne is still waiting for butterscotch and our butter pecan.
Oh yes, wouldn't that be amazing?
Did your clothes match? Your clothes match perfectly. Did you plan it? Nope. I took off early this morning after getting dressed, and my criteria was I wanted a button-up shirt that worked well with a lavalier mic.
Yeah.
And this is what Miriam wore.
Yeah.
Victoria says, it's so great to see you, Miriam. I haven't been able to join for a while.
That's okay.
Welcome.
Well, I
Mike says, this is a look under the hood of the Keto Chow machine. It's a machine, all right. Keto Queening with Neta says, I'm holding out hope that birthday cake will come back as well. I actually heard it in my head as well. Lisa says, I made blueberry pie ice cream pucks in a mold and vanilla to make waffles for ice cream sandwiches. Nice.
Ooh, that's a good idea. You know, I have a waffle maker or a waffle cone maker, and I've never used it.
Mel says I wanted to like blueberry pie and tried it twice, but there's a flavor compound in it that my taste buds don't like. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sad because I love blueberry everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you know what you can do? Just get a different flavor and put a couple blueberries in it.
That's true.
It'll be blueberry.
Cynthia says, wow, so I have to wait for Dole Whip? Yes.
Sorry. I know. Wouldn't that be better?
Tracy says, I'll drive to San Antonio from Austin to meet up with y'all.
Okay. We're going in April.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out. We need to talk to this whole San Antonio keto crew.
Yeah, we're going to go with Compass Wellness, our friends, Alyssa and Lindy and Terry. And we're going to...
She doesn't even have pink hair anymore.
Purple hair?
Or was it purple hair?
Purple.
Yeah.
Purple's her favorite color.
She's like, Alyssa's. I'm an adult. I can have purple hair
if I want.
Violet Butterfly says, I third butterscotch.
I know. Doesn't that sound yummy? Oh, I love butterscotch.
Kathy says, new seasonal flavors arrived this evening. Looking forward to making them and enjoying them.
Yes.
And Laura wants a cotton candy flavor.
Ooh.
Mike says, chocolate always wins is a good idea for a t-shirt. Well, and the reason for that...
Chocolate always wins.
Let's see.
Keto Chow.
Keto Chow Leaderboard. I'm sure there's an easier way to find this. But
You just have to Google everything.
Yeah. So here we are on this. And then
Oh, look. Chocolate wins.
last time we looked at the top flavors, which, most popular. This takes me to the tag for leaderboard. And there's the most recent one. So any of them will take you to it. So chocolate is by far the most popular.
Because it's so good.
Yeah. Now, here it is in tabular format.
Boring.
So chocolate's only 12.4. That's one of the problems with having so many flavors, is it kind of spreads things out. So chocolate's number 1, chocolate peanut butter's 2, and then chocolate toffee, strangely enough, is chocolate 3.
It's chocolate 3.
Chocolate 3. Me speak good. It's number 3. And look at raspberry cheesecake. Even though raspberry cheesecake was out of stock for so long.
It was. Was it like 6 months?
Have you had a Ninja Creamy with the new raspberry cheesecake?
Probably not.
It is freaking amazing. Like, it is
I would like
so
to have that in my life.
good.
Have you made it with cream cheese yet?
No.
You know, I really want to make and blend up cottage cheese and put that in a Ninja Creamy with a cheesecake or something. That'd be
Go
good.
right ahead. Let's
Yes, I
see.
do.
Jackie says, yeah, butterscotch and a big bag of maple.
Yes.
Keto Camping with Netta also wants cotton candy. Kathy says,
Keto Queenie.
we'll so go to the meetup here in San Antonio.
Yes.
Mike says, some browsers have built-in pop-up blockers. Yep, I've ran into this if I use the wrong one. I always have 4 different browsers open.
I also do.
Hey, you know Microsoft Edge is the #1 browser for downloading a different browser. It's a true story. Maria says caramel macchiato and chocolate toffee with brown butter ghee as the fat tastes like butterscotch to me. To me, chocolate toffee tastes like butterscotch anyway.
Yeah, that's why it's so good.
Richard says thank you. Storm Chasing Gal says, love the carnivore video. Please make more.
Oh, thank you.
GGB says, I have pineapple extract in my
Ooh, that
pantry.
sounds
I bet it
good.
would be amazing with the vanilla. Yes.
I agree.
Take the vanilla, add any flavor extract you want, make
Yep.
whatever flavor you're going
So
for. OOO Flavors has a lot of
We
really
love their
good.
stuff. We have a link for them in our
We
favorite,
do. So if you
favorite
go
things.
on our website, actually, sorry, it's under
The one that I use the
Kitchen.
most
our favorite things.
is the Mountain Dew flavor because I use the Daily Minerals and a little bit of lemon
There it
and the Mountain Dew flavor of OO
Yep.
flavors.
Oh, and there's the desiccated beef liver.
Oh yeah, that might not be.
Somebody
a good
was
link
asking me
anymore. We
about
should
that.
Check it. just
RW wants a
ordered some.
Twinkie flavor. I don't know what flavor a
Twinkie.
Twinkie is. That
What is
sounds
it?
like
Vanilla
a
cream?
caramel cake.
No, it doesn't. It's not caramel.
Oh, no, Twinkies are supposed to be banana. But they took the banana out, I think, during World War II, if I'm not mistaken. Serena says cherry
Whatever
pie
they
flavor.
are.
The only thing you can find a cherry pie flavoring that doesn't taste like cough syrup.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find it.
We've been working on that for a long time.
Nancy says I had a raspberry cheesecake creamy tonight.
Yum!
Swilling Darkness says, yeah, Good Culture has a double cream cottage cheese.
Oh, that sounds
It's
yummy.
like 6% milk fat. And
Yum.
I think they sell it at,
At Walmart?
no, it's at like Trader Joe's or something like that.
Maybe Harmon's. I saw a good, what is it? Good Culture.
Good Cultures.
I saw a good, it wasn't Good Idea. It might have been Good Culture at Harmon's. Oh, which reminds me, I didn't get that prescription. Gosh, I forgot.
Gina says I'm having a raspberry cheesecake creamy with cream cheese mix in tomorrow.
Oh, yum.
Oh, a cream cheese mix in?
That's what I'm saying. That'd be
That
so
sounds so good.
Let's go
You
make it
can
right
even
now.
take the, you know how you have to get those, when this happens to me
Yes.
every time.
Yes.
You're at something and all they have is bagels and cream cheese. So
And
they've
you
got
just
those
take the
cream cheese
and
things.
you just eat it.
I have done that multiple times.
also
If
have
I don't
done
have
that.
keto chow with me, and then that's like,
And
well,
I'm just so happy if they
guess
have
I'm eating
boiled
cream
eggs.
cheese.
Like boiled eggs and just plain cream cheese is fine.
but you could totally take that cream cheese and squeeze it into
Yeah.
the raspberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
Make a hole, squeeze it in there.
Squeeze it
Piece of crap. I'm totally doing that.
tomorrow.
Mary J says maybe look for a black cherry flavoring. I've actually looked for a black cherry, a sour cherry, a Bing cherry, I think I have tried 15 cherry flavors right now. So it's at Whole Foods. Okay.
What's at Whole Foods?
The Good Culture cream cheese.
Oh, thank you.
I'm cottage cheese. Okay, here's your questions.
Okay.
Quote, what is the advantage of baking or making recipes with Keto Chow? It looks like it just runs up the carbs in most cases, or is it to prevent boredom or for lack of a better word? What's the purpose of the recipes?
I can see why they would say that because I've been counting 10 total carbs,
Yeah.
and I just see the
does
total
add carbs.
carb, and it really makes me run away. So I can totally see how they would say that, but since I know what acacia gum is and what it does, I can.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
not
much
concerned
rule
about
that
acacia gum at
out
all.
because that's what's going to bring up the carbs. The nice thing about Keto Chow and recipes is it does give it some heft. It's like and the thing, I get so sick of almond flour. Like,
Yeah.
I love a good recipe here or there, but I just get tired of the same old almond flour cookie or almond flour crust or almond flour this and all, And then at the same time, also, like, there's only so much cheese you can have in a day. Like, you can't have everything
not
made out
true.
of cheese. I can't, because I will feel sad about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just really nice. It has a heft and it has, a different flavor, and it just kind of it helps things thicken up. And anyway, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. It's fine with
But
me.
as far as why do we have recipes with Keto Chow instead of just making the shakes? I'll be honest. Most of the time, I eat
just
Keto
make the
Chow
shake.
as either
Yeah.
just a shake or as ice cream, which is just a shake in a frozen format.
Yeah.
The recipes themselves really are more for kind of that, just
Yeah.
to have something
That's
interesting. And Keto Chow works really well for it. So I thought it was a funny question.
Yeah.
Upstate Keto Girl, this is better late than not.
Hi.
Meg says I made strawberry ice cream with mashed strawberries
that
in it.
sounds yummy.
It's currently firming up in the freezer.
Perfect.
Yeah, and Joe says, well, I guess I'm going to add raspberry cheesecake to my next order.
Me too.
Suzanne points out that Harmon's has a heavy whipping cream without carrageenan.
Oh, yay.
Now, for me, I'm not too concerned about carrageenan because I pretty much just use butter when I'm making Keto Chow anyway.
Yeah.
And so for people who are concerned about carrageenan, that's actually another vote for just using butter. It's
Right.
way easier to find.
Oh, Shauna makes the best fudge.
She does make good fudge.
So good.
Michelle says, I love all these ideas. My favorites are the ones that sound good to add to coffee. The fruity ones,
Yay.
not so much, except raspberry cheesecake.
I know,
Joe and
doesn't that
Rachel
sound so
really
good?
like raspberry cheesecake and coffee.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
And they have a video where they show how they make coffee. So they'll get brewed coffee. They put it into their blender on super low speed. They get it going. They add Keto Chow to it, and then they add eggs. Like just crack an egg, drop it in there, and whip it up. And
And it's yummy.
yeah, that's how they make their coffee. Cindy says the Keto Chow CORE egg pudding. Has anyone tried it with the new flavors?
Yes, that's what we just did. We
Yes.
just did it
Last night.
No, 2 nights ago. We did it on Sunday. And I wanted to put a real strawberry in it, but we didn't have any strawberries. So I put a little bit of Chalk Zero strawberry syrup in it. And I think I'd rather try it with a strawberry, honestly.
So
We did the dairy-free, we did the egg pudding is what we made.
So this one right here by Two Crazy Ketos, the dairy-free keto chocolate pudding.
Yes.
So we used that recipe.
Yes. But I also didn't put the cocoa powder in it because it was strawberry.
Yeah.
And I put some food coloring in so it would be more pink.
So let's see. There's the recipe card right there.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Look, there it is with chocolate core.
And it was pretty good. And we still had some tonight at the dinner table.
12
and I
eggs,
didn't get
serving of keto chow, a can of coconut milk, liquid sucralose if you want to add sweetness,
Yes.
and then cocoa powder if you're using the
And
core.
I just added strawberry.
Yeah.
And then the strawberry, I just added
I'm
a
actually
little bit
gonna
of strawberry
drop
syrup.
that.
But I think what I'd like to do is maybe like 3 strawberries because the whole thing made, quite a few servings. It wouldn't be 1 serving per person. Like that'd be a lot. But if I did like 3 strawberries, I think it'd be better.
Now the question came up. Someone wanted to know. They said, pudding recipes, please. I can't find any on the site. Just a simple pudding, please. Any flavors.
I have them all.
So I searched for Keto Chow pudding.
I like that one.
That's one way to do it. Or
Look how cute those
I just
are.
searched on Google. Or you come in here, go to search and filter. There's the search. Pudding.
Pudding. The one that we probably make the most is actually the lemon snap.
This one right
luscious
here.
low carb lemon snap keto banana pudding, which is literally heavy cream.
Yeah,
and
so
keto
it's
chow.
2 cups of heavy cream, not heavy whipped cream.
Yeah.
It's just the liquid stuff. A packet of Keto Chow, and you just hit it with an immersion
And
blender.
you're just whipping the cream.
Yeah, it's fancy whipped cream.
It's just super easy. It's
Did you see that?
easy.
Look, there's Mike Mallett's pumpkin spice tart.
Yes. Oh, Mike, are you still here? Max and I made your clam chowder last night.
Oh yeah,
And video.
Mike's clam chowder from the recipe roundup.
Except for we left out the cauliflower because he didn't really want it, so it was fine. It was for Max's lunches. He's going to be making himself soup.
Storm Chasing Gal says, I pulled out my pumpkin cast iron pot. I should make your pumpkin sausage soup. Yes, you should.
I would like to see that picture of that pot.
GB says, raspberry coffee is probably my favorite flavor.
Oh, yay.
Storm Chasing Gal says, I also have small coconut concocts from...
Pumpkin.
Sorry, pumpkin bowls.
Yes.
That's cool.
I want to see those.
Teresa says, late, making Keto Chow. Hey, welcome. Mary says, Iggy coffee is life. If you haven't, you got to try it. Also good in hot tea.
Yes.
Okay, another question. What is the differences between Keto Chow CORE and regular Keto Chow?
Okay, the core is a beef protein and has stevia as sweetener or not sweetened. And then the regular Keto Chow has milk protein and then it is sucralose sweetened.
Yep.
That's it.
There it is. What is Keto Chow CORE? What is the difference? How do you mix it?
Da-da-da.
Very, very exhaustive article.
So many words are boring.
So many words. Now, when we first published this, it was only in chocolate, but it is now, hey,
so we should
chocolate, vanilla cream, and strawberry cream. I did.
High five.
I updated it. Yeah, so this article here goes into very exhaustive details. And really interesting is when you get further down with the what sweeteners you can use. It actually has a handy lookup table. Like with if you use the 25% sucralose liquid, it's only about 5 drops.
Yeah, that's not very much.
No, it's not.
We have that?
We do. Oops. Yeah. We actually used an old empty electrolyte drops thing, filled that up with liquid sucralose, and wrote liquid sucralose on it. So let me put the link to that. What is Keto Chow CORE? Mike says, yep, nice. Thanks for letting me join the recipe contest.
That recipe.
And then says, this is my second week doing 5 days of Keto Chow only and irregular keto foods for the weekend. Down about 5 pounds. Wow.
Yes.
Well, Mike, you need to get through your backlog of Keto Chow. Let's be honest, man.
Yeah.
Cactus Keto says, you guys have awesome articles, so much good info.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, some of it's good info. Not at least not the stuff that I write. Okay. Are all the flavors of Keto Chow going to eventually be updated to use less acacia gum with fewer total carbs?
Yes, eventually.
Yes.
It just takes a while to go through all of them.
Yeah, so we have a flavor
Status
availability page. Flavor. There it is.
Gosh, you guys make me happy today.
And
Thanks for hanging out.
on this, it actually tells you if the single meal and the large bag has been updated to version 2.8 or version 3.0, which is 3.0 is the same thing as 2.8 with a different bag. Eventually, everything that is not discontinued will be updated to 3.0, which is 2.8, which is the lower total carbs. And I totally get the lower total carbs because, especially if you're counting that, I am cognizant of the fact that acacia gum doesn't raise blood sugar and really shouldn't be an issue. But if you're like, hey, I'm doing prescription strength keto,
we totally
I'm doing total carb, I can understand that. But yes, everything will eventually be version 3.0. Let's see. Brenda says the sweetener table is so helpful. Storm Chasing Gal just snapped some pics. We'll post it to the Facebook page.
Thank you.
LaShawn is here, and Queening with Netta says I'm currently waiting on raspberry cheesecake and pecan sticky bun. It's shipped today. Can't wait.
Yeah.
And Mike says, yeah, true. I do need to drink more. Mike is the one person who has more Keto Chow than I do. Maria says, just curious, how do you come up with the flavors and how long does it take the time that it's actually introduced? So we covered that earlier in this, but the short version is
it takes a
long time.
It takes I think the least amount of time
years.
could be 6 months. If we're pushing it.
The one that took the least amount of time was black licorice.
Oh, that was fast.
We went from requesting the flavor, getting the flavor, suckering Joe into trying it.
That was funny.
Totally tricked him into trying it. He's like, well, yep, that's black licorice.
That's so gross.
Releasing it in...
But you know what?
It was from February
to go through iterations of flavors.
Yeah.
Because the flavor that we got was spot on. So that's a big difference.
It only took 8 months.
Yeah.
From very beginning to delivery of the black licorice.
And that's also it just happened to be a good time because we weren't in as many projects at the same time. So when we always have stuff going, sometimes you can't just, stop everything and push something through.
Let's see, LaShawn says, you rock. Oh, you rock. Well, I have a different taste. From the version, earlier versions to 2.8, 2.7,
same.
It had the same flavor.
The only difference you might notice is it doesn't mix quite as well.
It doesn't quite as thick. It's close.
If you want to add some more to it, you can.
Mike says, not if you count the warehouse as yours. You have pallets in there.
I know.
And I get to pay tax on it, too.
Yeah, me too.
Mary says, smash the like button, especially if you love Keto Chow and the wares.
Mary Jane.
Marie wants black licorice seasonally.
I
Noted.
know, I do too.
I'm not making any promises, though.
It
didn't sell very well,
It did not.
but it is dear to my heart.
It's so delicious.
Kathy says, the hubby's having some surgery and we're going to be using Keto Chow for him twice a day instead of the Ensure stuff. Wow.
Yeah.
The docs want him to drink, compared all the nutrients in Keto Chow, fits the bill, and no added sugar.
Yes.
You should show it to the hospital staff and say, stop trying to kill my husband. Wait.
Hey, Kathy, will you tell your husband he'll be in our thoughts and prayers?
Mike says, I think I'm the only one still ordering peaches and cream. I still like peaches and cream,
I
man.
have some. It makes good chaffles.
Sean says, if black licorice took such a short time, it should come back. Here's the thing. Once we introduced it,
once we do it, it'd be easy to
we
bring it
didn't
back.
even order very much of it. We ordered actually
3 months worth?
about as much as we had of the blueberry pie the first time. And the blueberry pie
went
sold out
so
in
fast.
7 hours. Mm-hmm. The black licorice took 10 months to sell out. So it's not a good seller, but yeah, I understand that. Cheryl loves the peaches and cream.
I love you.
Laura wants black licorice back, so does Alyssa. Meg says wants the red licorice as well. Sean says, so happy to have black licorice in my stash. And the funny thing about the licorice was I ordered licorice assuming it would be black licorice. Mm-hmm. What they sent to me was red licorice, and I smelled it.
Which was delicious.
I was like,
what? It's red vines.
What is this?
Then we had to request
We
black
had to do it,
licorice
yeah.
again.
Sandy says, what's a good recipe using black licorice?
Nothing.
Make a ninja creamy out of it.
Yes.
I don't know.
It with, what was it they mixed it with? Orange cream?
Orange cream is what Dennis mixed it with.
It tastes like, I can't even
tiger
remember.
tail.
No. What's the purple and the white
Now and
candies?
laters.
No. They're
Oh,
not
Good and
called that.
Plenty. It tastes like Good and Plenty.
I love those. That's one of my favorite candies.
Victoria wants
I
grape
like that.
back.
Ew.
Miriam doesn't like grape. She says, I'm ordering my last 2 packets. And Kathy says, thank you for the thoughts and prayers. LaShawn says, my husband likes the orange cream. And Mike says, there's some good Italian cookies that taste like licorice. That is true.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? You can make pizzelles. I love the pizzelles.
Okay, actually the last question.
Okay.
Will the surprise box ever have one of the soup flavors as a large 21 meal bag?
Oh, that's a good question. I think no.
We have committed that we have stated publicly, actually multiple times, that the large bag in the 21 meal, in the surprise boxes won't ever be a savory flavor. just because the savory flavors have their place, but
it's not in the surprise box.
yeah, nobody wants it in the surprise box.
I
so
want it when I buy it myself.
yeah, and they're very versatile.
Which I'm out of chicken soup.
Really?
Yes, I barely scraped the bottom of the thing to get it into the clam chowder last night for lunch.
Wow. Okay, I guess we should get some of that. Meg says, I love peaches and cream ice cream with my homegrown peaches in it. Yeah, and Shauna says, black licorice and orange cream make a tiger tail. GB says, I feel like those of us who loved it would sell you out in 7 hours now if it came back solely out of fear.
Yeah, that's true.
Shauna still has some grape in her stash too.
Oh, sad. Sorry, Shauna.
Well, Shauna says birthday cake should come back before licorice.
I think maybe so.
Stack ranking. Do you guys know what stack ranking is? It's where you have stuff and you put it into ranking based on priority. They do it a lot in like when you're prioritizing tasks or if you're interviewing candidates for a job. You stack rank stuff.
Right.
So if you were to stack rank birthday cake and black licorice, which one would you put at the top?
Grape is gross.
I can tell you that birthday cake would be at the top.
Yeah.
Probably black licorice would be below that.
Yeah. Which one sold better, grape or black licorice?
Red licorice sold better.
I know, but which one of those two?
Actually, grape sold better than red or black licorice.
Yeah. I just think it's pretty because it's purple.
Joe says Rachel didn't know about the no savory bags in the surprise box. She was dreading spicy taco for her birthday creamy on the lace video. Have you seen that yet?
No.
I woke up at like 3 a.m. and my shoulder was aching because we had worked in the garden.
Oh.
And I watched it. And it was really funny.
And that's
yes,
why I was waking up in the night because you were watching YouTube?
No, you were waking up in the night because I was not sleeping very well last night.
Sleep well tonight.
Okay, Donna says birthday cake for
head.
sure. Yeah, there you go. John says only problem is my priority is different from others' priorities.
I know, right?
Mike says I made the retired flavors very rarely because I want them to last forever.
Yeah.
Alyssa says grape would be gross. I hate all grape things.
Thank you. Because grape is gross.
It's because Miriam associates grape with Dimetapp.
Because when we were little,
because it's not grape, it's purple flavor.
My brothers were carriers for strep throat, and we got strep throat all the freaking time. And then they got their tonsils out, and guess how many times I've had strep throat? Like once.
Yep.
Since ever.
Yeah, Debbie says Joe is teasing Rachel that the large mystery box bag was going to be taco because she had already committed that whatever the big bag was, that's what she was going to have for her birthday ice cream.
Well, I hope
it's actually pretty
good.
funny. Victoria says, grape is so good. Meg says, I never got a chance to taste the grape.
That's okay, you're not missing out.
Yeah, Teresa says, that was so cute when Rachel said that on the video.
The grape was really good.
It tasted like grape.
It was like, I feel like it was spot on.
Yeah.
Because it was gross.
Sean says, so you don't have an emergency black licorice hiding in the warehouse?
I have
not at the
some
warehouse.
in my house.
Yeah, we had like a dozen left. And Miriam's like,
told the
yoink.
warehouse manager, I said, those were going home with me.
Yeah, Alyssa says, yeah, grape is medicine flavor.
Yes, thank you.
See, I don't agree. I love grape
Alyssa,
soda.
Did I see you the other day? Just trying to remember.
Aaron says, I like grape with the peanut butter. Yes, that's actually when we introduced.
Yes.
We introduced the peanut butter and the grapes separately after we had announced for April Fools that we were going to make a peanut butter and jelly flavor.
Yep.
And then we actually kind of made it. Okay, well, we've been on long enough. We need to go say hi to our kids.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful night.
It has been a lot of fun. Next Monday, we're going to actually, Miriam and I are going to be in Florida.
Yeah. Are
So
we going to be already there?
We
Yeah,
will
be
already be there. We might just do a quick live stream from the car.
Yeah.
Because we fly in, we get there at like 5 in the morning, but we can't actually check into our hotel until 4 p.m.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that we'll do a quick live then. I don't know about Tuesday night.
Yeah. We'll play it by ear.
We might hang out with Joe and
cancel it.
Rachel. I don't know. But we'll let you know. There will be a post in our on our YouTube channel. But everybody, you have a fantastic night, and we'll see you later, okay?
Bye.
Bye.